Salem town is filled with whispers and suspicion as young women face accusations of witchcraft. Eliza Hale, cloaked in an aura of mystery, walks through the crowded streets, her presence like a shadow in the stark light. The Salem courthouse in 1692, a cauldron of hysteria where accusations fly like daggers and fear chokes the air. Amidst the chaos, Eliza stands accused, her face a mask of pallor and dread. Her trial, shrouded in mystery, vanishes from the annals of history, leaving only whispers and shadows. Eliza sits alone in the chilling darkness of her jail cell, forgotten by all. In her trembling hands, she clutches a small, worn Booker-only companion in this desolate place. Other prisoners fade into the shadows of nearby cells, their faces lost in the gloom, their memories of Eliza erased. Under the cloak of night, Eliza flees into the dense woods, her pale face illuminated by the moon's spectral glow. The vengeful cries of the townspeople fade behind her as she plunges further into the shadowy embrace of the trees. Branches snatch at her clothes as she vanishes into the wild, leaving only the rustling leaves and the weight of unanswered questions. In the venerable confines of Old Salem Church, sunlight filters through stained glass windows, casting a divine glow upon the scene. Dr. Maren Cole sits absorbed in her research, her eyes tracing the stories etched in the ancient documents before her. Driven by a fiery passion, she is determined to unearth the hidden truths of the Salem Witch Trials. Maren watches intently as workers delicately restore the time-worn church. The workers reveal a concealed compartment hidden beneath the aged floorboards. Dust rises as the hidden compartment is revealed. Maren uncovers an ancient diary within the hidden compartment, its secrets long concealed. Her eyes widen as she recognizes the name embossed on the cover, Eliza Hale. Under the dim light, Maren hunches over her desk, Eliza's diary open before her. Her brow furrows as she scans the pages, her eyes darting back and forth in disbelief. Bewilderment spreads across Maren's face as she stares at the anachronistic entries. Confusion wars with curiosity as Maren's eyes flicker with unasked questions. The diary entries reveal dates in the future, mirroring events already lived. Maren reads, a chill snaking down her spine as the truth sinks in. Bathed in the cold light of her computer screen, Maren hunches, her face reflecting a growing frustration. She scrolls through endless databases, seeking any trace of Eliza Hale, but finds only absence. The records seem deliberately scrubbed, as if Eliza Hale never existed. In the quiet of her office, Maren immerses herself in the diary, each page drawing her deeper into its secrets. As she deciphers the cryptic entries, a furrow deepens between her brows, a visible sign of her mounting unease. The past and present begin to intertwine, casting a shadow of unsettling parallels between Eliza's life and Maren's own. Maren jolts awake in bed, her body slick with a cold sweat, a sense of disorientation seizing her. She casts a wary glance around her room, a growing unease creeping into her senses, as if the familiar has become alien. The digital clock flashes in incomprehensible time, each blink amplifying her mounting panic. Her mind is a blank canvas, devoid of memory. As a wave of dizziness threatens to consume her, the walls begin to close in, twisting and contorting, as reality itself seems to unravel around her. Maren stands alone in the dim apartment, her hands flying to her head in a desperate attempt to ward off an unseen blow. Keep reading, Maren. You must understand what's coming, Eliza's voice echoes, her desperate plea cutting through the silence. They're closer than you think, Eliza warns, her words hanging in the air like a chilling premonition. In her apartment, Maren is overwhelmed by visions, her gaze lost in the unfolding chaos. Eliza's terrified face appears amid the frenzy of the Salem Witch Trials. Confined in a cold, stone prison cell, Eliza cowers in the corner, her despair palpable. A mysterious, ancient force swirls just beyond reach, its power both alluring and terrifying. Maren sits in her office, an unsettling thought taking root. A silent war erupts within her as curiosity battles dread. Maren walks through the streets of modern Salem, a sense of displacement evident in her eyes. The past bleeds into the present as Maren sees spectral visions of old Salem superimposed onto the modern town. The line between what is and what was blurs. Maren sits hunched over her desk, the laptop light casting an eerie glow. The symbols, they resonate with something deep within her. A pull, a whisper of forgotten power. What are you trying to tell me? Maren whispers, her voice barely audible. An article about an ancient force, capable of manipulating time itself. A chill runs down Marin's spine. Marin sits immersed in ancient texts, the lamplight casting shadows across her determined face. A flicker of realization ignites in Marin's eyes, a blend of awe and trepidation. The truth dawns. Eliza didn't just escape Salem's trials. She bargained with time itself. Marin sits at her desk, the cold light of the monitor reflecting the harsh truth in her eyes. Lines of code blur, mirroring the dawning horror of her own perpetual imprisonment. She realizes Eliza's escape was not a glitch, but the key to Marin's prison. Marin sits in her dimly lit office, the glow of the computer screen casting long shadows across the walls. Her fingers dance across the keyboard, unraveling layers of encrypted data. The chilling truth dawns. Eliza was not just a victim, but a pawn in a cosmic game. A shiver runs down Marin's spine as the full implications sink in. Marin sits alone, the cold light of her computer screen casting long shadows in the silent office. A sudden icy chill permeates the room, raising goosebumps on Marin's exposed arms. A sense of unease creeps in as Marin looks around, the air thick with unseen menace. In the underground chamber beneath the church, Marin's flashlight pierces the oppressive darkness, revealing an ancient secret. The air hangs heavy with the weight of ages, as damp earth mingles with the scent of the unknown. The strange symbols glow with an eerie light, whispering tales of forgotten powers etched into the stone walls. The underground chamber lies in shadows, its coldness palpable. An undeniable presence pulses through the air. Time stands still in the underground chamber as clocks cease ticking, and a palpable sense of unease fills the air. The very shadows seem to writhe, twisting into shapes not born of light but of something far more ancient and sinister. The air grows heavy, pressing down on Marin as if the weight of centuries has suddenly found a focal point. Marin stares intently at the ancient symbols carved into the chamber walls, dust motes dancing in the torchlight. Her voice echoes in the chamber. These symbols, they're not just warnings. Marin's expression hardens with realization. They're designed to keep something buried, to keep Eliza's story trapped, to keep her trapped in time. Marin stands in the cold underground chamber, the flickering candlelight casting eerie shadows on the damp stone walls. Ancient symbols etched into the stone come alive in the dancing light. Marin's eyes widen as she gazes at the weathered pages of the diary, a dawning realization washing over her. The church above, the diary's cryptic entries, the arcane symbols, all pieces of a single complex puzzle. Marin gazes into the darkness, her face flickering with torchlight. The weight of her discovery crushes her. The entity controlling time is more dangerous than she imagined. Marin stands alone in Salem's town square, a solitary figure amidst a sea of sidelong glances and hushed whispers as unseen accusations of witchcraft fill the air. The townspeople point fingers, their faces etched with suspicion as they cast furtive glances at Marin. An ominous air descends upon the town square, thick with the weight of unspoken accusations and impending doom. Marin's office is filled with research papers and unfinished experiments, a testament to her frenzied work. The words dangerous and delusions are scrawled on the whiteboard in angry red, a stark portrayal of her inner turmoil. The distant clamor of media rises, their voices a growing storm of condemnation. In the heart of Salem, shadows dance as townspeople gather, their faces illuminated by the eerie glow of torches. Superstition hangs heavy in the air. Marin stands amidst the chaos of her apartment, a storm raging within her. Her gestures grow frantic, her voice cracking as she desperately fights to untangle the web of suspicion. Each word, each denial, seems only to tighten the noose around her, plunging her deeper into paranoia. Marin sits surrounded by books and the glow of screens, a dawning realization in her eyes. She is struck by the realization that the modern world is not so different from the past. A chilling thought settles in. The dark forces that fueled the witch trials still lurk beneath the surface. Marin sits surrounded by scattered files, the weight of a shocking truth dawning in her widened eyes. The files whisper secrets of Eliza's fate, pressing down on Marin. Marin sits, surrounded by documents, her concentration absolute. Her eyes widen as a disturbing truth dawns. Eliza's pact. It wasn't just about cheating death. It was about rewriting history. Sunlight floods Marin's office, illuminating the air as Marin sits, lost in thought. Marin realizes Eliza's quest was about shattering the shackles of time itself. Marin stands surrounded by ancient texts, morning light illuminating the room. A sudden, chilling realization dawns on Marin's face. Marin whispers, It wasn't about witchcraft. It was about stopping something else. Marin sits amidst ancient texts, the weight of arcane knowledge pressing down on her. A chilling realization dawns on Marin, fear intertwining with understanding as the candlelight flickers. Marin realizes that by escaping the witch trials, Eliza may have inadvertently set in motion a chain of events that would lead to the collapse of time itself. In Salem Town Square, Marin stands firm, her resolve etched against the night. Torchlight flickers across her face, highlighting the unwavering determination in her eyes. Armed with knowledge, she prepares to confront the ancient force manipulating Eliza's destiny. The air crackles with unseen energy as she braces herself for the impending battle. In the underground chamber, Marin's face reflects a storm of fear and unwavering resolve. Eliza stands defiant, her presence radiating an unearthly, formidable power. The air between them crackles, thick with the weight of Eliza's dark pact. Deep beneath the church, Marin and Eliza stand poised, ready to reclaim their destinies. The air vibrates with an otherworldly power, signaling the start of a battle that could shatter existence. In the underground chamber, dust dances in the single beam of moonlight, illuminating Marin's face, etched with horror. The echoes, revealing the ancient force's ambition to control not just Eliza's fate, but Marin's as well. The cold, ancient stone walls seem to close in, intensifying the weight of the revelation. Marin and Eliza stand together, their faces bathed in an unsettling light that dances across the ancient stones. The air vibrates with a palpable energy as the entity writhes, its form a chaotic ballet of shadows. Silence descends, heavy with the weight of destiny. As the girls confront the unknown, Eliza is led toward the pyre as the frenzied townspeople gather. The crowd's jeers fill the air as stones fly. Eliza closes her eyes, surrendering to her fate in the somber town. Time freezes, suspending the world around her in an eerie stillness. Deep beneath the church, Marin and Eliza stand in a chamber where ancient symbols pulse with eerie light. The very walls tremble, an ominous sign of power unleashed. Deep beneath the church, an ominous vortex of raw energy crackles to life. From the chaotic heart of the vortex, a shadowy figure begins to coalesce, taking on a recognizable form. Deep beneath the church, Marin and Eliza stand resolute, their hands clasped as a surge of energy ignites between them. In the suffocating darkness, Marin and Eliza focus, a defiant beacon against the unseen entity. Together, they channel their combined power, poised to confront the lurking evil in the shadows. The underground chamber crumbles, stone and dust raining down as chaos consumes everything. Time splinters and fractures, reality twisting into a vortex of the past, present, and future. In the dark chamber beneath the church, Marin, hidden in shadow, begins a dark ritual. With a determined look, Marin severs a mystical connection, her face etched with grim resolve. The air crackles as the bond between Eliza and the ancient force dissolves. The vortex diminishes, its fierce energies dissolving into nothingness. The shadowy figure fades, its malevolence vanishing like smoke on the wind. A profound silence fills the chamber, disturbed only by the rhythmic dripping of water. Marin awakens in her apartment, a wave of disorientation washing over her. The events of the past weeks seem like a distant dream. Marin steps back into her office, her unease growing with each step. A wave of cold realization washes over Marin as she notices Eliza's diary has vanished, leaving no trace. Her anxiety sharpens as she confirms. The historical records of Eliza Hale have been completely erased. Marin feels a knot forming in her stomach. Marin strolls through Salem, a gentle breeze caressing her hair as the sun warmly embraces her face. She pauses, inhaling deeply, a wave of serenity sweeping over her. The heavy burden that once weighed her down has now lifted. The cycle is broken. Marin wanders between the rows of weathered headstones in the ancient cemetery. Marin pauses before a newly erected headstone, the name Eliza Hale clearly visible. A moment of quiet reflection hangs in the air around Marin. Marin looks out over Salem, her face serene and accepting. She understands the past's echoes will always linger. Liberation washes over Marin as she sees the future. In the Salem courthouse of 1692, Eliza stands accused, her eyes blazing with defiance. Eliza walks freely into the woods. She disappears, not as a fugitive, but as a legend. Marin sits, a nostalgic smile lighting her face as she cherishes a profound memory. Marin immerses herself in research, determined to unearth the concealed truths of history. In the hushed Salem Museum, a display case showcases a replica of Eliza's diary, a testament to a forgotten life. Tourists stroll through Salem, unaware of the town's haunted past. Bathed in the gentle glow of a desk lamp, Marin immerses herself in her journal, each stroke a testament to her dedication. The room stands testament to years of study, stacks of books and research materials enveloping her in a sanctuary of knowledge. With furrowed brow, she navigates the intricate dance of words, each sentence a reflection on the profound impact of time and memory. Sarah visits Eliza's headstone, a single flower resting gently in her hand. She kneels, placing the flower at the base of the stone. The sun shines on the quiet graveyard. A new generation remembers. Torches flicker, casting long, dancing shadows across the damp stone walls of the underground chamber. Eliza, young and desperate, stands before a swirling vortex of dark energy. Fear and determination war in Eliza's wide eyes as she faces the unknown. Eliza stands alone in the heart of the underground chamber, her figure small against the cold, unyielding stone. The torchlight flickers across her face, revealing a dawning horror as the chilling truth of her bargain sinks in. She understands the true cost of her pact, an eternity trapped in time. Sunlight streams into Marin's office, illuminating a beat-up package on her desk. Marin carefully opens the package, revealing a bed of faded velvet. Nestled within, an iridescent feather gleams, sparking a flicker of recognition in Marin's eyes. A ghost of a smile touches her lips, a poignant reminder of Eliza's spirit. Marin looks up at the night sky, feeling a deep connection to Eliza across time and space. Sunlight fills Marin's office, highlighting her intense concentration as she examines the feather. A sudden realization sparks in Marin's eyes as she uncovers a hidden clue. The feather reveals a new mystery to Marin. Marin continues her journey, forever bound to the legacy of Eliza Hale. Marin sits at her desk, sunlight illuminating dust motes, lost in thought. She contemplates the fierce determination required to shape the future. Marin walks through Salem, her steps echoing with the weight of history. Marin and Eliza stand together in the quiet, underground chamber. The silence in the ancient chamber is absolute. Marin smiles, sensing Eliza Hale's story will echo through time. Marin closes her journal, determination hardening her features. She prepares to confront the uncertain future. Marin walks towards the horizon as the sun begins to set. Each step suggests an ending, but also the promise of a new beginning.